So a lot of people think running a marathon is hard. But personally, I've always thought that it's not the running of the marathon, it's the training for the marathon that's really the hard part. Especially when things aren't going your way. I'm coming out of a situation right now that just isn't very pretty. I guess I'd call it a running funk, if you will. And in this video, I want to share the things that I did to get out of it, how I got back on track, including with this thing, which I'll talk about. But ideally, the goal would be that if you're in that spot right now, this video can help get you out of it. Or maybe this is something that you save for when you do get there. Because look, we all get there. And the key is getting out of it and getting back on track, which is kind of what I just did. So if I'm being completely honest, this marathon training block has been one of the hardest that I've ever done. And I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe it's that the summer was especially hot, or maybe I'm just, getting older, or maybe I'm putting too much pressure on myself. I don't know. But what I do know is that I've been going out and doing these workouts I did a year ago, and it's just not there. And it's really frustrating. Not just having a bad run, but having a bad run, followed by a bad run, followed by a bad run. It got to the point where there was moments when I was just saying to myself, why am I even doing this? Like, why am I subjecting myself to this? What am I doing out here? That is where this comes in. It's a little something I wrote to myself months ago before I started marathon training. Something I was saving for when things got bad, which, things always go bad. It's a message to me, from me. Something that helped me get refocused. It's kind of like that break glass in case of emergency deal. Here we go. Dear future self, I know at this point, training feels like it's been going forever, but you're only weeks away from what will be one of the most fun days of the year. You're busting your butt now so you can really enjoy it later. You have to remember that you signed up for this race for a reason. Yes, there's a time you think you can run, and pushing yourself is great. But you really signed up because there's nothing like the thrill of stepping off that bus on race morning. Or hearing crowds of strangers chanting your name and cheering you on. Or the thrill of doing and enjoying what you once believed was impossible. Then there's a thrill that's bigger.
Oh my gosh!
The thrill of a little girl being able to look up and see your dad working hard and achieving a goal. All of that is just weeks away. So stop your moping, get off your butt, and go do that next training run already. So I most recently ran the 5th Avenue Mile, which has become a favorite race of mine. Didn't have a PR, but I did get something else. Another reason, another reminder of why I'm out here training for this big race.
Come on!
Race day is a chance to hang out with all your running buddies. Like Vivian, for instance, who shot this fantastic video. She was taking like test videos beforehand because she wanted to make sure everything was in focus for me. So everything was in focus. The camera work was excellent.
We're keeping the camera!
The race day morning is like a family reunion. You see people you haven't seen in a while. You get to catch up. It's a fun, fun way to get together and just be together with people that enjoy doing the same thing that you enjoy. So while I may not be as fit or as fast as it was a year ago, I am just as excited. In fact, I might be more excited now. I think the key was, number one, remembering why I'm doing it, but also giving myself some grace, easing off the expectations, kind of just having fun again. And honestly, I've started to feel recently like maybe I might beat expectations. Like I'm starting to really pick things up again. So who knows what's going to happen on race day? I just know that Win, lose, or draw, it's going to be fun. And thank you so much for following along.